Imagine boarding a flight, waving goodbye to your loved ones, and then poof vanishing like the last slice of pizza at a party. Or heading to the beach with your siblings, only to end up in a mystery that rivals the plot twists of a Netflix series. These are the cases that make us question reality, scratch our heads, and maybe sleep with one eye open. Let's dive into the strangest disappearances that have kept investigators and conspiracy theorists awake for decades. Buckle up, because this is a journey stranger than fiction. Number 10. The disappearance of Rebecca Corium. In March 2011, 24-year-old Rebecca Corium, a crew member on the Disney Wonder cruise ship, vanished under mysterious circumstances. She was last seen on CCTV at 5:45 a.m., appearing distressed during a phone call. After ending the call, she walked away and was never seen again. Disney reported her disappearance to Bahamian authorities, who conducted a brief investigation. The captain suggested she may have been swept overboard by a rogue wave, but her family doubted this due to the pool area's high walls. Theories range from foul play to an accident or intentional act. In 2016, her family settled a lawsuit against Disney. Rebecca's case remains unsolved, highlighting concerns about cruise ship safety and the difficulty of investigating incidents in international waters. Number 9. The unsolved mystery of Asha Degree. On a stormy Valentine's Day in 2000, 9-year-old Asha Degree mysteriously left her home in Shelby, North Carolina, in the middle of the night. She was spotted walking along Highway 18, but disappeared shortly after. Her backpack was discovered a year later, buried and wrapped in plastic, deepening the mystery. Investigators have pursued countless leads over the years, yet her fate remains unknown. The case's strangeness lies in Asha's seemingly inexplicable decision to leave her home voluntarily. Her family describes her as a happy and cautious child, making the circumstances of her disappearance all the more baffling. To this day, her case remains a heartbreaking enigma. Number 8. The strange disappearance of Zeb Quinn. Deb Quinn, an 18-year-old Walmart employee from Asheville, North Carolina, disappeared under bizarre circumstances in January 2000. After finishing his shift, he was last seen with a friend, who later gave conflicting accounts of what happened. Days later, Zeb's car was found with its lights on, a live puppy inside, and a lipstick mark of lips on the rear window. The strange clues read like the plot of a mystery novel, but the story took an even darker turn when a former co-worker was connected to the case years later. While authorities have suspects, no definitive answers have been found, leaving this disappearance a haunting puzzle. Number 7. The vanishing act of Brian Schaffer. Brian Schaffer's disappearance from a crowded bar in Columbus, Ohio, in 2006 is one of the strangest cases of the century. The 27-year-old medical student was last seen on CCTV entering the bar, but never leaving, despite the venue only having one exit. His disappearance sparked numerous theories, from foul play to a planned escape. Adding to the mystery is the fact that Brian was a happy and ambitious individual with no apparent reason to vanish. Investigators have scrutinized every aspect of the case, including the possibility of an unrecorded exit, but no concrete evidence has surfaced. The vanished into thin air nature of his case has made it an enduring mystery. Number 6. The enigma of Maura Murray. Maura Murray, a 21-year-old nursing student, vanished on a snowy February evening in 2004 after her car slid off a remote road in New Hampshire. Witnesses saw her standing near the crash site, seemingly unharmed, but by the time police arrived minutes later, she had disappeared without a trace. Her family and investigators have searched tirelessly, yet no evidence has surfaced to explain her fate. Theories range from abduction and foul play to a planned escape, with some believing she intentionally disappeared to start a new life. Over the years, her case has captivated the public, inspiring books, podcasts, and documentaries, as well as countless online discussions by amateur sleuths. The eerie silence surrounding her disappearance and the complete lack of clues have solidified Maura's case as one of the most haunting and perplexing mysteries of modern times. Nearly 2 decades later, her family and the world still seek answers, holding on to hope for closure. Number 5. The vanishing of Jennifer Kess. Jennifer Kess was a vibrant 24-year-old who vanished from her Orlando, Florida, condo in January 2006. Her disappearance came just after she returned from a romantic vacation, adding an extra layer of tragedy to the story. Jennifer's car was found abandoned a few days later, and CCTV footage captured an unidentified individual parking it. The blurry footage left investigators without a clear suspect, and despite years of investigation, Jennifer's fate remains a mystery. Her case has gained significant media attention, with her family continuing to fight for answers. The haunting footage and unanswered questions make Jennifer's disappearance particularly chilling. Number 4. The curious case of Lars Mitting. In 2014, German tourist Lars Mitting became the center of one of the internet's most chilling and talked about mysteries. While vacationing in Bulgaria, Lars was involved in a bar fight that left him with a ruptured eardrum, after which he began displaying uncharacteristic paranoia and anxiety. Claiming he was being followed, he refused to board his flight home, citing health concerns and fear of safety. His behavior became increasingly erratic, culminating in CCTV footage that captured him sprinting out of the Varna airport in apparent distress, scaling a fence, and vanishing into a nearby forest. Despite extensive searches, no trace of Lars has been found, and theories about his disappearance range from psychosis brought on by undiagnosed medical issues to foul play or even human trafficking. Number 3. The disappearing act of Rico Harris. Rico Harris, a former Harlem Globetrotter, vanished in October 2014 while driving from Los Angeles to Seattle, leaving behind a mystery that continues to baffle investigators. His abandoned car was discovered near a desolate road in Northern California, with his wallet, cell phone, and other belongings still inside, but no trace of Rico himself. At the time, Rico was at a crossroads in his life, reportedly reconciling with his fiancée and contemplating a fresh start, making his disappearance all the more puzzling. Serving as a sobering reminder of how someone can seemingly disappear into thin air, the case remains open, haunting those who knew and loved him, while the public is left wondering how such a vibrant figure could vanish without a trace. Number 2. Andrew Gosden. 14-year-old Andrew Gosden left his home in Doncaster, England, on September 14, 2007. He withdrew £200 from his bank account and purchased a one-way ticket to London, despite having a return ticket costing only a small amount more. CCTV footage captured him arriving at King's Cross Station later that morning. Andrew was an academically gifted student, described as quiet and introverted, with a keen interest in video games and music. His family reported that he had no known issues at home or school that might explain his sudden departure. In December 2021, 2 men were arrested on suspicion of kidnapping and human trafficking in connection with Andrew's disappearance, but they were later released without charge. Despite extensive investigations and public appeals, Andrew's motives for traveling to London and his subsequent fate remain a mystery. Number 1. Brandon Swanson. On May 14, 2008, 19-year-old Brandon Swanson celebrated the end of the school year with friends in Canby, Minnesota. While driving home late that night, he accidentally drove his car into a ditch on a rural gravel road. Unable to free his vehicle, Brandon called his parents for assistance, providing details of his location. He believed he was near Lind, a town close to his home in Marshall. After failing to locate him, Brandon decided to walk towards the lights of a nearby town, staying on the phone with his father. Shortly after midnight, Brandon exclaimed, "Oh, shit," and the call abruptly ended. Despite extensive searches involving law enforcement and volunteers, only his abandoned car and some personal items have been found. The circumstances of his disappearance have led to various theories, including accidental drowning in a nearby river or foul play. But no conclusive evidence has emerged. And that's a wrap on some of the most spine-chilling mysteries that leave us with more questions than answers. If you're as hooked on unraveling these enigmas as we are, why not stick around for more? Smash that like button to keep the mystery train rolling. Hit subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive into the unknown. And share this video with your fellow sleuths. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep chasing the truth.